we got started in this business, we struggled, and we struggled, and we struggled, and we struggled. Let me know when you can relate. And we struggled, and we struggled, and we struggled. Merrill, are you okay? We struggled, and we struggled. All right, are you guys doing all right? Guys, it took us a very long time to get anything started in our business. Can you guys relate to that? Okay. Well, somebody told me very early on, they said, when you're struggling, you need to go to a meeting. Well, the closest meeting that we could find to Milwaukee, Wisconsin was Lexington, Kentucky. Now, we knew there was going to be a big regional rally down there, and the #1 income earner was going to be there. And if anybody knew the secret to building this business, it had to be the #1 income earner. So Pat and I decided to drive 8.5 hours one way down to Lexington to try to find the secret to this business. Well, we got there a little bit early, and we cornered Paul, the #1 income earner. And we walked up to Paul and we said, Paul, what are you doing? What are you doing to make your business explode? And he sort of looked at us and he said, well, it's not really me. I just have a lot of good people in my group. Why don't you go see what they're doing? So we'd walk over and talk to these guys and said, hey, guys, what are you doing to make your business explode? And they said, well, it's not really us. We just have a lot of good people in our group. Why don't you go talk to them? So we walk over to these guys and said, hey, guys, what are you doing to make your business explode? And they said, well, it's really not us. We just have a lot of good people in our group. Why don't you ask them? Well, Pat and I drove away from Lexington with the conclusion that nobody actually does this business. Right? It's just something that you give away to other people to do. So we decided to come back to Milwaukee, find some people to give it away to, because we didn't want to do it. And you know what we found out? That's doing it. That's doing it. Just go out there and find people who are better than you, and then just get out of their way. Just go find people, teach them the simple system, and then just get out of the way. And just do it again and again and again and again and again. And guys, we would go to event after event after event after event to try to find the secret. But I'll be honest with you. Those of you who are here this weekend, obviously all of you guys in this room, those of you who've been to the national convention, those of you who've been to, even Super Saturday events, you can get depressed at those meetings. Guys, it's really, really easy to get depressed in our business. Because what happens is that you go to a meeting, like a national convention type meeting or a regional conference, and what happens? They parade people one at a time across the stage. People get up there and say, I became a senior executive in 2.5 minutes. I became a vice chairman in an hour and a half. And I should be Star Trek commander by the end of the week. And you're sitting there listening to this going, oh my gosh, I am nothing in this business. See, guys, to get depressed in our business, all you have to do is compare your success to the success of others. And it can be really depressing, okay? All the regionals are depressed because of the executives. All you executives are depressed because you're not a senior exec. All the seniors are depressed because you're not a VP yet. All you vice presidentials, you're not a PMD, are you? Isn't that depressing? All the presidentials in here, you think you're cool? Nah, you're going to get depressed because you're not a vice chairman. And all you vice chairmen, you're depressed because of the senior vice chairman. Senior vice chairman. I'm going to tell you what, Andre Vaughn. Listen. Andre Vaughn can get depressed because all he has to do is compare his success to that of Bill Andreoli. Now, Bill gets depressed because all he has to do is compare his success to that of Steve Wallach. Steve Wallach gets depressed because all he has to do is compare his success to his father, Joel. Now, Doc Wallach, he can't get depressed. It stops right there. It stops right there with Doc Wallach. Listen, Doc Wallach is so successful, he's got like $11 million worth of change on his dresser. Listen, what I'm trying to tell you is, don't compare your success to the success of others, okay? Set a goal for yourself and then hit it. And when you hit that goal, set another one, set another one, set another one, set another one, and everything else will take care of itself.